your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is our Cultural Variety Podcast. Stay tuned. Peace, and welcome to Coffee Talk Podcast, Grown Folks Social Hour, and we in the building. Tonight we got a great show lined up for you, and that's just basic open topics, but we do got one topic to set it off for tonight, and that is this. Should a pregnant woman have sex while carrying her ex-husband, man, bae, whatever title you want to call him, child? So again, should a pregnant woman have sex with another man while carrying her man or husband, her bae, ex-husband or whatever, child? So that's one of the topics tonight, but it's also Grown Folks Social Hour. So come on in, have fun, kick your feet up, and make sure that you're pouring whatever you're drinking on, whether that is some water, some wine, a smoothie, a latte, a beer, whatever you do, some tea, whatever you do. But just make sure that you are comfortable tonight. Make sure that you come in with some laughter, some humor, and just have a good time. This is Coffee Talk Podcast, and I am your host, Mashuma Saba, M. Saba, and this is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show, Grown Folks Social Hour. How y'all doing? No doubt. Let's get it in. Yeah, this is my crowd right here. This is the crowd that, we at an age where we want to just enjoy our entertainment at home or somewhere comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Or perhaps you're getting ready to go out and you just want to check out the show. But either way, I love that my people are here, my supporters are here. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. We're going to have a good time tonight. So what I would like to know, let me slow down. What I'd like to know is if you had a great Saturday, go ahead and let us know. Put that in the comments. We'd definitely love to interact with you on this evening, and let's have fun. And for those that support and follow the show, and some of my VIP people who are on my personal page, just go ahead and hit the link. I did leave a link on my page that will bring you in tonight, and you will definitely be one of our guests tonight. You will go into like a virtual side room first, and then I discuss it and everything and bring you on to the show. But let's go ahead and have some fun tonight. We're also going to jump in and play tonight. We're going to do a 4-question Q&A. We've got 4 cool questions that we want to ask our participants and have fun. You know what I'm saying? So how was y'all's day today? What y'all sipping on? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. I want to know what y'all sipping on. Some beer, some wine, some Tito's. I had some Tito's the other night, man. Tito's is a nice, smooth tequila. Yeah, I had some Tito's the other night. You know what I'm talking about? But there's a lot going on in the news. We all know that. There's a lot going on in the news. And what we're going to try to do tonight is we're going to try to take you out of it, sort of. You know what I mean? So we have one topic that's going to set off. But if you want to talk about the P. Diddy allegations or whatnot going on in his case, his trial, whatever, definitely let us know. We could talk about that as well. We can talk about whatever you want to talk about because it's Grown Folks Social Hour. So it's definitely open floor tonight. If this is your first time tuning into our show, we never start the show without giving you the flavor as well as its wise words before we give a show. So what is our wise words? Our wise words can be affirmations, something that's just going to motivate you and I, you know what I'm saying? And it's usually something from one of our people, man, one of our ancestors, one of our people that are just inspiration to the world. You know what I mean? So we definitely be doing wise words. And then, of course, the flavor. So, what you sipping on tonight? It's a two-part flavor for me. First of all, tonight I'm sipping on a little bit of vodka. It's a 9% alcohol, and it's called Vanilla Cream Crush. You know, it's a vodka cocktail. It's just something I had, man. I'm not really into drinking no more, or never really was, but I'm a social drinker. I like to have a wine cooler. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, there y'all go laughing. There y'all go laughing. Uh-huh. No, it's just that I don't like to have the hangovers and whatnot. I think I'm a little out of that league at this point. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, gotta be, I don't want that. I like to pop in and pop out, you know what I mean? Pause. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are on the pause game. Go ahead and leave that in the comments too. Some people feel like, hey man, a grown man should never have to say pause anyway. I stand to believe in that as well. You know what I'm saying? But these gentlemen did state, it's a little game. So every now and then I like to just jump in and play it. You know what I mean? Pause. But let me know what your thoughts are. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. But yeah, let me know what you're sipping on, whether that's water, wine, a smoothie, a latte, a beer, some water, whatever that is. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. All right. So if you don't mind me, I'm going to go ahead and sip my vanilla cream crush, which is part of the flavor. And I did say it's a two-part flavor tonight. So we're going to definitely say this. The part of what's the flavor, as we always do when we start our show, it's a question. That's right. The flavor tonight is a question, actually. So here's the question. Once you hear the question, then go ahead and put that in the comments, whenever you can. Let us know you're here. Let us know that you're rocking with us here at Coffee Talk Podcast. And this is the Grown Folk Social Hour. We do this every Friday, Saturday, alternate night. So we pop in, man, and just give you something else, some different entertainment other than leaving your home. You may want to just relax and chill. It's been a long work week. You want to just gather yourself, and that's what we here for, right? No doubt. All right. So here's the question. Flavors two-part question. Tonight's question is this: is loyalty premeditated or expected? I'll say that again. Is loyalty premeditated or expected? Whatever that means to you, go ahead and leave that in the comments, and we'll definitely love to hear what you got to say out there. You know what I'm saying? Definitely good, healthy debate, or I wouldn't say debate, but definitely good question for the night. Is loyalty premeditated or is it expected? And what does that mean to you? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. Moving right along. Next up is the wise word. So we always, like I said, we start the show by giving you the flavor as well as his wise words. And the wise words comes from a gentleman that wrote a book, one of the great financial books of personal or public library of literature. Is author Napoleon Hill, who wrote the book Think and Grow Rich. So the wise words tonight are by no other than Napoleon Hill. And Napoleon Hill states this. He says, lack of loyalty is one of the major causes of failure in every walk of life. Napoleon Hill says, lack of loyalty is one of the major causes of failure in every walk of life. What are your thoughts on that? Go ahead and leave those in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Coffee Talk Podcast. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it, man. This was a big story last week where, Cardi B, whatever, I didn't see it, allegedly, just heard about it, went public or whatever, allegedly, about her divorce, or whatever, PRs or news outlets, entertainment outlets was going over Cardi B and Offset's divorce. And there was alleged to be a storyline as to the effect of she was pregnant and she was cheating, blah, 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 because he was cheating. The typical relationships drama. Right. I can't keep up with it. Right. But I decided that we should have a discussion, not so much on Cardi B and Offset, but I was influenced to set our topic for tonight, which is titled, "Should a pregnant woman have sex while carrying her ex-man?" That's my man. Her bae. Some women call dudes bae, or they call her bae. This young generation. Or maybe her and her husband's getting divorced, but she happens to be pregnant. So should a pregnant woman have sex while carrying her ex's baby, child, seed? What is your thoughts on this? Well, yeah, I thought that, but it definitely makes for a great topic. So I was part of the discussion last week when the whole ordeal hit the web wire, you know what I mean? And it was gaining momentum. It was the hot topic of the week. And I felt absurd by what I was hearing that pertained to that question. Yeah, absolutely. So I was hearing women, and this is not a women bashing thing, but they were some of the first respondents that made statements such as, he cheated. Why can't she go cheat? Just because she pregnant don't mean she can't cheat. And I was stunned hearing it. It really caught me off guard that, wow, it seems like there's no spirituality, no critical thought as to what was being said pertaining to the topic. It was definitely crazy. Y'all thought so too? Yeah. So first, I'm just going to ask you if you think that it's okay for a pregnant woman to leave her man, whatever, go out, find a new man, or just in between, have sex while pregnant, while carrying her ex's child. What is y'all's thoughts on that? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. Also, if you're stopping by, make sure that you hit the like button. Make sure you share and make sure you subscribe to Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show. And this is our weekend grown folks social hour. Yeah, let us know. Go ahead and leave that in the comments. I also want to say that we are live. You can check us out on YouTube. You most definitely can. If you're on Facebook, we are on Facebook right now. And the way you want to access us, if you're not already accessing us, it's Coffee Talk Podcast with Mashuma. You'll see the logo as well, the two coffee cups. And that's how you find us right now. Yeah, so that's where we at right now. How y'all doing this evening? What the club like? What's your home like? What y'all playing? Spades, dominoes, darts? What you doing right now? Go ahead and let us know. Leave that in the comments. But man, here's my thought. I want us to step outside of the fact of the God. Why do I say that? because this pregnancy, other than him impregnating her, right? The decision that she's going to make with sharing her body, her temple with another man, based off of the fact that her and her man, bae, whatever you want to call him, is no longer together. I think it's absurd. I think that it's not being thoughtful on any type of critical level or spiritual level. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is this. I just think that it's devilish, demonic to be carrying life inside you, beautiful woman. You're carrying life inside you, and you allow for another man to go ahead and be inside you, to go ahead and excuse our French, but this is why it's a late night show tonight, and it's called Grown Folks Are. But to let a man, how can I say this other than how it is? You know what I mean? Ejaculate in you while carrying your man or ex-man's child. There was a word growing up called debauchery. It's like a woman not having any self-respect for her body or temple, her mind. Her mind is already, I'm just thinking of words to give you a good definition here. Interrupted. Her mind is already interrupted when she's taking on a selfish stance. Why would it be selfish? Because you're not thinking about the kid inside of you. You're more thinking about one or two things: how to get back at that person who may have broke up with you or hurt you in some type of way. Maybe it didn't work out. But you're having selfishness to the point that because somebody did something to you, you want to just go ahead and get them back. You want to retaliate in some type of form. Not thinking about the baby, and if the baby can get harmed inside of you, you can catch an STD. All kind of different things could possibly happen. Physical, mental challenges that may come along with an unborn child, and you having sex with another man that is not that same liquid, that same fluid, that same everything that your man was. Y'all follow me on that? Go ahead and leave a comment. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are. I thought this was a great topic. And, you know, it is Grown Folk Social Hour, but I think it's a great topic. So let's go ahead and have a discussion, y'all. You know, I would love to hear from you. This is Coffee Talk Podcast. Should a pregnant woman have sex while carrying her man, her bae, her husband's seed or child inside of her? Go ahead and leave that comment. How is the weather where you are? Wherever you are out there in the world? Go ahead and leave us a comment on that as well. And we're just going to just wait around just for a moment and make sure more people are going to pop in. You know, here in the Twin Cities, we had Musiq Soulchild in town this weekend. He was at the Dakota, downtown Minneapolis. I have not heard how the show was, but I'm not really concerned about that. Music Soul Child is a great performer. He was here a while back at First Avenue, which was a great show. He's definitely one of the great, I wouldn't say pioneer, but he's definitely a great performer of that neo soul. Yeah, I guess that's the right verbiage if you want to say it, because they all came out during that neo soul era. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely a great artist out there. Let me know what y'all's thoughts are on Music Soul Child. And does he have a new album out? I don't know. I need to go check my Spotify. Big shout outs to Spotify. But definitely need to go and check that out. See if there's an album out there, man. I would love to hear more music. So again, if you're just tuning into the show, Coffee Talk Podcast, we are a cultural variety podcast show. This is our Saturday night grown folks social hour. We like to have humor, laughter, healthy conversations, and just let our hair down a little bit. You know what I mean? What you mean I ain't got no hair? I can't let my hair down? But you know what I mean? After definitely a long work week, whatever, man, and you don't feel like going nowhere, you need to just tune in, man. Come enjoy yourself here at Coffee Talk Podcast, the cultural variety podcast show. Yeah. So tonight, opening topic anyway, is should a pregnant woman have sex while carrying her ex-man's child currently? You know what I mean? Go ahead and leave a comment on that. Now, we're going to go ahead and move right along. And we play this game from time to time on the weekends. And I definitely want to play it tonight, but I thought we'd keep it short. We're only going to go with 4 questions tonight that I would like for you, whenever you see our show, to go ahead and leave the comments in the comment. We'll definitely give you a shout out later on in the show. And if you don't see the show live and you don't see it till tomorrow, we'll still, give you a shout out. That's what we do, right? Coffee Talk Podcast. That's what we do. All right, so let's go ahead and just jump into the 4 questions that we do have. We call this 4-question Q&A. And so let's begin. Put your answers in the chat. We would surely appreciate it. But here is the first question. The first question would be this: if you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be? If you can sing a duet with anyone, who would it be? I think if I could sing a duet, I would love to sing with Mary J. Blige, and I'll take Casey Haley from Casey and JoJo's part and sing his parts of that song. Loving you is all that I gotta do, and I don't want to do anything that's... You know what I'm talking about? Hey, I don't know all of it, man, but I'll tell you what, that song right there was a banger back in the day. Classic song. But that is the question tonight here on Grown Folks Social Hour. The question tonight for our 4-question Q&A is, if you could sing a duet with anyone, who would it be? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. And while you're there, make sure you hit the like button. All right, let's go ahead and go with question number 2 tonight. Y'all like my new Twin Cities? Represent, baby. Yes. That new Twin Cities, fresh out the lid store, no doubt. All right, let's get right back into it. Question number 2. So question number 2 is this: have you ever been bitten or attacked by an animal? And if so, what and why? What happened? Why did it happen? What did you do? We want to definitely hear about that tonight You know what I'm saying? So go ahead and leave that in the chat button so we can go ahead and give you a shout out tonight. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, we love you too. You know. Third question of the night. Third question of the night. Here at Coffee Talk Podcast, a cultural variety podcast show. The third question of our 4-question Q&A is this. How long do you think foreplay should last before sex? How long do you think foreplay should last before sex? Go ahead and leave that in the comment tonight. Also, leave that in the comment. What's your thoughts on it? Let me see. How long do you think foreplay should last before sex? I think until the person that's giving the foreplay gets tired of giving the foreplay. Well, I'm just saying. What do y'all think? Go ahead and leave a comment. Coffee Talk Podcast. All right. Last question of the 4-question Q&A. Last question of the 4-question Q&A. The last question is this. Do you have a birthmark? Do you have a birthmark? And if so, where it's at? Go ahead and leave that in the comments. Let us know. Where's your birthmark at? You know, my birthmark is actually like right here in between my index finger and my thumb. Right there. It looks like a Brett Favre number 4, man. So if you ever want to know if it's me, that's where my birthmark is at. Where's your birthmark at? You got one of them pretty moles on your face, you know what I'm saying? Or one of them little pretty moles on your feet. You know, talk to me. I'm just saying. You don't know. You got a little freak, then you let us know. Go ahead and leave it in the comment. Just make sure you don't tell Jaguar right. Coffee Talk Podcast. We like to have fun. All right, so we're going to get ready to end our show tonight. Again, this is Grown Folks Social Hour. I had a great time tonight. And before I go, I just want to go ahead and reiterate what the topic was in the additional 4-question Q&A, which we just got done doing. But tonight's question is, should a pregnant woman have sex while carrying her ex-man's child? Go ahead and leave those in the comments. And next time, we'll make sure that we give you your shout out. If you haven't caught us tonight live, we'll definitely give you a shout out the next time that we meet for Grown Folks Social Hour. And just going to go ahead and say, man, I'm going to throw up this universal sign, sending out peace, love, and positive energy to all friends, family, and associates. And so until next time, next weekend, when we meet again for Grown Folks Social Hour, we'll definitely be giving you all shouts outs and all that. And just to let you know, before I go, we are the a variety cultural show, a cultural variety show, I should say. So we do have 2 other nights that we offer. And what we offer is every alternate Sunday, Monday night, you can come here and get your cultural studies on with us. Every Wednesday night, we like to do the sports show. We don't care about who won or lost a game, but we love to give you the different intricacies that's going on in the world of sports. And then we'll be right back where we started, right here, Grown Folks Social Hour. So until next time, it's your host, Mashuma Saba M. Saba, and this is the Cultural Variety Podcast Show, Coffee Talk Podcast. Until next time, peace.